Well, hey there, everyone, and happy Thursday. I'm Fox 10 News meteorologist Jennifer Lambers with a look at your forecast. And really, I wanted to go ahead and start off first by talking about the tropics. Now, we have not one, not two, not three, not even four, but 5 areas that we are monitoring right now in the Atlantic and also the Gulf. And so the National Hurricane Center did add on that 5th one earlier this morning during that 7 a.m. advisory update. And so although there are multiple areas out there that we're watching, the big takeaway here is that they're all low chances to develop over the next 48 hours and the next 7 days. The best contenders really are going to be that one just off the coast of Africa, so on the far right of your screen. Also that one just south of the Caribbean that has that line drawn to it to move into the southern Gulf and the Bay of Campeche. Both of those will be the ones that we really have to monitor over the next 7 days, but just stay updated with us. Be careful what you see on social media, and always double check the source and the timestamp. Just as we always say, if we're not worried, you shouldn't be worried either. So we're just monitoring these, we're watching them. Chances are low over the next 7 days. We'll keep you updated with everything that changes, and we'll just continue to monitor those, especially as we approach closer towards the peak of hurricane season. Now, just a reminder, the peak of hurricane season statistically comes in the middle of September. That's when we see the majority of these storms, these hurricanes, they all begin to develop. And right now where we're at is just going to be approaching closer towards the middle of September there. And we're making our way closer towards the peak. And so just make sure you have your hurricane preparedness plan in place. Now, here locally across the Gulf Coast, heading into this afternoon, we are expecting some cooler temperatures out there and some increased rain coverage. Now, this is going to be courtesy of a front that's just stationary offshore. But that's a look at those temperatures out there as we make our way later on into the rest of today, expecting temperatures to be below average, maxing on the upper 70s and the lower 80s. So really feeling better, but the trade-off is going to be some of those increased rain chances. And so this is the culprit for it. We have an area of high pressure closer towards the Carolinas, and then that stationary front located just offshore. If you remember, tracking the Tropics and the National Hurricane Center had that one area highlighted in the northern Gulf. Well, if you look closer towards Texas and Louisiana, that's it, an area of low pressure that just stalled out right there. And so it's bringing increased rain chances further towards the west, but heading into today, expecting that area of high pressure to be weakening. And so that frontal boundary will be lifting north, increasing our rain chances, especially heading into tomorrow. Now, we do have a flood watch further towards the west, closer towards coastal Mississippi and southern Louisiana. In case you're going to be traveling, then that's really where we're monitoring the potential for some of that heavy rainfall. Now, this goes in effect through Saturday, but here locally, we're still expecting the potential for some of that very heavy rainfall. Now, not quite heading into today. This is going to take us into this evening, showing trace amounts for our inland spots, barely getting up to a 1/10 of an inch in some areas. Closer towards coastal Mississippi, really leaning towards heavy rainfall, but then that's going to take us into tomorrow, and that's where we're only going to continue to see more of that increased rain coverage for our Friday. That's where things are really going to be turning soggy. So again, let's go ahead and run through that again, just showing heading into tomorrow. Here you go. That's going to take us into your Friday evening and even into Saturday morning. Those rainfall amounts getting above 3 and 4 inches in some areas, closer towards coastal Mississippi, getting above 6 inches. So big takeaway from this: isolated flash flooding possible. Just make sure you drive carefully. Now, timing things out on our future cast as we make our way further on into the rest of today. So we start off for this morning, isolated showers possible, and that trend will continue heading into this afternoon and this evening. Cloud cover looking gloomy, like it's going to rain at any point. Very isolated chances for today, but that changes overnight. Rain chances on the rise. We turn more widespread past midnight. Stepping out the door tomorrow, taking your kids to school. Look at that. We are really expecting more of that moderate to heavy rainfall. Widespread rain chances only continuing heading into the afternoon and really ramping up later in the evening. Now, we do have a lot of high school football forecasts heading into your Friday night. We are showing more of those isolated chances towards southern and central Mobile, Baldwin counties, higher further inland. But regardless, still expecting thunderstorms. So when thunder roars, go indoors. Here's a look at your full 7-day outlook, and those rain chances on the rise for tomorrow, really widespread. Keep the rain gear handy, looking at showers and thunderstorms all day. And then we start to improve as we get closer towards Saturday, isolated chances there. And then things look great heading into Sunday, temperatures in the mid-80s, lower dew points with a refreshing morning. We rebound heading into midweek next week. We'll keep you updated right here on Fox 10.